are three main reasons that I see designers confused. And I want to break them down with you because I'm hoping that they will give you clarity and help you make some decisions, which is always my goal, because when we have clarity and we make decisions, we can move forward with actions, right? And there's a reason that the second stage in the process of the design process is called implementation. Is because designers should be implementers. We should be operators. Okay, so let's really dig into this. I do have my notes, so if you see me looking down on YouTube, that's why. I'm not one of those that can just rattle off all of my points and have them totally memorized. I usually have to have some notes. Okay, so number one, okay, you're confused because you won't just pick a path. You need to choose a path and just go with it. Let me give you an example, and with minimal research, okay? So here's the deal. One time we were looking at, we have an old Pathfinder and we needed new tires on it, okay? And we go in to the place and they say, well, we have two tires available for you, right? We have this this tire that's like a generic tire, and then we have this one that is not a generic tire. So just choose one. And we're talking about 2 minutes here. I said, well, what's the difference? And so they went through the differences. I determined from that small amount of research, that we were just going to buy the generic tire because there was no good reason in my mind that really the brand tire was going to be that much better for what we were getting. And so based on that small research, we were able to pick a tire and move forward. So many times, especially as designers, we don't have two to choose from because that would sure make it easier. We have gazillions of things to choose from. And because we have gazillions of things to choose from, we are scared of the unknown. We're not sure what we should choose. And that is a very, very big problem, okay? So if you want that confusion to go away, and many of you need the confusion to go away like soon, what you need to do is just choose a path and do the minimal research that you need to do. You do not have to research it up and down for days and days and days. You need to pick one and just go with it. When you pick one and go with it, here's the good news. You can do the research as you go. You'll know whether it works or not after a certain amount of time. That's all there is to it. And I've done that lots of times. I've picked something that I'm going to design, and I have no idea if we're going to really make money off of it. And I'm like, you know what? This is a risk I'm willing to take. I'm going to trade some time to do some research to see if I can make money doing this. Okay? All right. The second thing is to get the inside scoop. Now, part of the reason I built a program was this whole inside scoop thing. I was hearing people say they were in Facebook groups. Nobody will tell them anything. They won't release information. And, I have a lot of information that I've gathered up over the years, and I talk to people within the industry pretty frequently, so I knew I had the inside scoop. And so that's part of the reason I started my program. I felt like I could give people the inside scoop so that they could make the right choices. But here's the thing. It's not hard to get the inside scoop if you're really looking for it. And I find that most designers are not looking for it. So here are some other ways. You can attend a trade show, pay money, and get yourself over to a trade show or a wholesale market and go talk to vendors. Still costs money. That's the thing about the inside scoop. Rarely is it free, right? It is very hard to get the inside scoop for free. You have to have gained some, reputation with other designers in order to get some information, because you also usually have to give something. Maybe it's not in the form of money, but it's like you're giving information that you have, right? So you've got to make yourself valuable as well. That's why doing design work and getting market research on certain areas gives you the inside scoop on what you see happening in shops that you're in, right? Like I have 8 shops. I have the inside scoop on 8 shops. I know what's happening, right? So you are trading in a lot of ways time for that kind of information, right? So I think trade shows is a great way to kind of figure out what the inside scoop is. The next is just simply building a network of designers. Now, If you're at a certain level, the only designers that are going to tell you anything are also designers that are probably at your same level, which is why you've got to level up. We've got to level ourselves up as designers. As we level ourselves up, then we can surround ourselves with other kinds of designers. That's very important for getting that inside scoop. As you get manufacturing deals, which most of you will not get at the beginning of your careers, you'll get further along, you'll have the inside scoop on companies and how things are going in that company. That's really helpful. Gives you a broader picture of what's happening in the industry, and that can help your own design work, okay? I will admit that over the years, I have very much benefited from having the inside scoop. As I'm watching not only my own shops, but as a creative director who has networked with a lot of other creative directors, I can just, it's so nice to be able to talk to so many of them and kind of see where they're at. They can tell me where things are going. I will give them the inside scoop of what I see going on. And that information is invaluable. It's absolutely priceless. So if you're not going out of your way to figure out how to get that inside scoop, then you're going to remain in confusion. So get out of your own little space, your own little island, and figure out ways you can network and get out there. Now, some of you might say, well, I just don't have the money to join a program. I don't have the money to go to a trade show. And this is what I'm going to say to you. Then it's going to be really, really hard to continue to move forward because you're unwilling to invest in yourself, okay? You've got to put some investment in yourself. Like, people will ask me all the time, like, I wish I could be a designer like you. I'm like, great, you can be. All you have to do is get a bachelor's degree, and then you need to go do a master's in design, a Ph.D. in design, and then go put 15 years of hard work into a design business. And they're like, well, I don't want to do that. Well, that's what it takes. That's what got me to this place today. And if you don't want to do those things, I invested a lot of money in my time and education and going to trade shows. And that's how I was able to get to where I am. And lots of people will tell me, I don't want to put money into things. I don't want to put money into a program. I don't want to put money into courses. I don't want to put money into going to a trade show. I don't want to put money into building my network of designers. Well, it's going to be really hard to pivot if you don't know what's happening in the industry, right? And I can't really do that much about that, right? You have to invest in yourself. And one of the ways to do that, to get rid of all that confusion, is to invest in yourself so that you do know what's going on, okay? All right, the last one is that you have overwhelmed yourself with all the opportunities. This is very much related to the first one I talked about, but I see this all the time. That confusion about what is happening, the confusion about where to go next or what the action should be, it comes from the fact that there are so many opportunities. And here's the crazy thing. When you've done what I've done in the industry, you start to figure out, honestly, anyone can make money about a gazillion different ways. You just have to pick one and go with it. And if you are confused because you're overwhelmed by all the options and the amazing opportunities, you need to stop looking at them all as opportunities. Instead, look at one as the right opportunity and just go with it. And when I say go with it, you need to go with it for a while. People will try things out for a week. They'll try things out for 2 weeks. And I'm like, that's not long enough. How do you know after a week? You know? I don't know after a week if the avocado sat well with me at dinner last night. People don't give it long enough. Give it a little bit longer, and it'll help you figure out where you need to be as a designer. You guys, this stuff isn't complicated, but I find that most brand new designers and aspiring designers aren't doing it. And so hopefully you start doing these things and you go out of your way to give yourself a chance at being a designer. And it's powerful. It's so powerful, especially once you really figure out that you can make money doing this. Super powerful. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. It's been a great month. This is like the last episode I'm doing for the month of March. In April, we're coming out with a brand new series on the YouTube channel. So if you're here watching on the YouTube channel, it's just youtube.com/Carina Gardner. we're going to keep this new series for the moment. We're going to keep it on that channel. So if you come and check us out, you will see that there's going to be a brand new playlist, and I don't know the dates exactly yet, but once a week we'll be releasing a new episode for this new series that we are doing. I hope you really enjoy it. It's been really exciting for me. It's been exciting to film. I shouldn't say it's exciting to film. It's not for me, you guys. I'm a designer, just like you. I love designing. It's turned into my passion. I didn't know that was going to happen between my bachelor's degree and master's degree, but it's turned into the thing I love. I love sitting down and just getting some doodles out of my body and into the iPad or onto the computer and making all this gorgeous stuff. And when I do that, I feel so successful. I feel so good. It's amazing. And for you, I have a feeling you feel the same way. When you're designing something, you're really digging in and making the things. It feels so good to you. Putting what is in your heart onto paper. It's unbelievable. And that's why we choose this career, because it's so different than so many other careers, because we get to be creative, we get to fill our heart with joy, we get to make something that other people get to enjoy. I mean, that's part of the whole thing. And so sometimes when I'm filming, I have to remind myself, like, the reason I'm here is to help educate you. The reason I'm here is because I'm hoping you take one or two of the little things I say from my 15 years of experience, plus 9 years of college education and graduate work, and 5 years of teaching, and take that little bit and really do something with it. Become an implementer. And so anyway, we taped this new series, and it's meant to be fun. It's a little more entertaining. It's going to show you some of my design process, which is really fun, because you guys right now, if you're on the podcast or on the YouTube, you hear me talking a lot. You guys don't see me designing, right? Like, we do have Illustrator videos that I show you guys, but really, like, designing, that's what people see me do in my Design Suite program. So this will be a little bit of fun sneak peek into the design process in a whole different way that you've never seen Carina Gardner products, which is really fun for me and really fun to explore on YouTube to show you guys what we're up to, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So make sure you subscribe at youtube.com/Carina Gardner. And if you're not on the podcast, this is a great way to listen in the car or with kids or while you're cooking. So make sure you're on the podcast as well, because it's a great way to ingest information while you're doing all your normal activities. And believe me, I know I listen to a lot of podcasts while I am cooking and driving. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing day.
Hey, did you know that you can visit me at makeanddesign.com to learn more about this podcast and join my VIP group for weekly freebies? I can't wait to see you there.